Welcome to the Woodland Trust. This is Energy Smart, and it is now July 23, and we're only a month away from populating the building. What I'm going to show you today is a bit about the building itself, and hopefully you'll be as excited as we are about it. As you can see from the structure on the outside of the building, the walls are very, very thick. It's because they're made up of a matrix of laminates which are cross-grained and are separated by a number of layers which actually help us insulate the building itself. Each one of the layers consists of recycled wood and natural materials, and even though it's been raining, it hasn't absorbed any of the water. You can see from the thickness you're around about 18 to 20 inches thick, of which there's another layer which is then battened out to provide a large coating on the rest of the building, which is left to silver with age. As you can see from the front of the building, we actually have the windows which are opening out downwards and in line with the front face of the building. The face of the building is meant to look like a forest of birch trees once it's actually all silvered with age. But also what we're standing on right now, these metal bars will hold a wooden blade right across the front of the building called a plenum, which will redirect the air across the front of the building, which will help with ventilation. Each one of these windows are computer controlled to handle both ventilation and heating throughout the year. We're standing in the courtyard of the new head office build, and you can see from the design it slopes up from the very highest point and continues right round in the shape of a coiled fern. The design of the landscaping of the garden will be done by Grant Associates, and they'll be using native plants and trees from the UK, and including a very ancient oak which will be presented right in the middle of this building. In this courtyard is going to be floodlit with Wi-Fi, and including power to the external spaces. You've got the bike sheds, an external courtyard, plus an external meeting space, which you can actually hold meetings, and we've actually got Wi-Fi capable conference phones, so you can actually continue working outside here with resources you can pick up from reception like laptops to work anywhere in and around the building. What you can see above me is actually the concrete radiators. So it's a bit like a cave. When you enter into this building, during summer it's going to be cool, and in winter it's going to be warm. They do have a lot of thermal compounds throughout the entire building. They're not an eyesore, they are concrete, but they've been painted and blended into the surfaces. But they work very well. It's a passive heating system, and it works well with the concept of the outside of the building, where a lot of work and effort has gone into trying to create a thermally regulated space. The lights themselves are low energy base. They are designed to actually illuminate well. There are some fluorescence at the end of these columns, but they will be shielded so you don't get that fluorescent white look. And they are designed to wash the walls and reflect the wood. Most of the building is quite white and quite bright to give it a sense of space, but colour will be injected through the furniture itself. The coating you can see on this wall, this white finish, is not just a cosmetic finish. It actually is to help with the fire protection of the building. And we have actually done tests and trials on the surfaces. And the concept is that if you do happen to catch fire, they will create a coating of charcoal on the top surface, which will eventually suffocate and extinguish the flames. I don't advise trying it, so please don't try it.